think about it.
Exxon has invested hundreds of millions of dollars.
You want me to minimize you porn and look at something else?
Yeah, when you're on RedTube. Have you been to RedTube before?
No, I don't do online porn.
Oh my God, Spice the two. Spankwire and RedTube are the best.
Yeah, man. K-Fay.
Spankwire?
Don't let
give out the Iggy. People start, bogging down the system.
Crashing our site.
Wait, can I say one thing? Look,
and don't forget about Coochie
obviously, I'm not into it because I'm too good a person. But beyond that, you think that there aren't people? You think that people aren't? That's private?
Spit it out.
Kidding?
No.
What's private?
What you download?
Your online porn viewing habits? No way.
Now, somebody can see what you're watching? Who, Brady?
Yeah, of course.
Variety of people can see.
But who cares? I mean, if you're not watching anything kids, you're just watching, blondes with big boobs and, and brunettes and MILF.
Yeah, who's checking you out while you're watching? What do you mean?
That's the thing. That's the thing is when we look at porn, Tucker, people expect us to look at porn, so it's not a big deal.
The feds aren't
part of my job.
That's a good point.
I mean,
when you're like,
I don't work for Fox.
Thai lady boys in action, it doesn't worry you at all.
Hold on. See,
I don't know if I'm pulling that up.
I'm the HR department here, Tuck, and if Brett would come to me and said, if Brett would come to me and said, Bubba, we got a problem. One of the interns have been looking at porn. I'd be like, is it kid porn? No, it's MILF porn. I'm like, whatever. Just make sure you get his work done, bitch. I mean, who's going to get me in trouble, right? I mean, if the feds come in here, Brent, and they see that somebody's got some child porn on the computer, well, then bust them. But other than that, man, porn away, kid. But hold
on, Bubba. As the owner and the head HR officer and CEO and CFO of your company,
right?
Do you really think that helps productivity? People hanging out on Spankwire during the day?
Yeah, absolutely. As long as you're getting your work done, you can go out back and burn a joint too if you want to. As long as you get your work done, I could care less. Now, if you don't get your work done, I will hit you over the head with a baseball bat or a wiffle ball bat, and I will. That's how I do things. I hit people.
Wow. You ever been sued for that?
No. Go out back, smoke a joint, go look at your porn, fraternize with your kids, with your friends, grab ass around, play games, have fun. If you don't get your work done, I'm going to blast you in the head with a wiffle ball bat. Other than that, carry on, buddy.
That is like the perfect libertarian workplace.
Yes, it is.
I am very libertarian.
Very much so. Matter of fact,
I tell Manson sometimes, Brent, Ned, Spice, on Fridays, man, you know what you guys need to do? Because I run the controls here, the board and stuff. I said, you guys need to go out back and burn the biggest, fattest joint you can and just relax. Seriously.
Yeah. And so how are they on the air after that?
Funny.
Giggly.
It's the best job in the world.
Creative. Funny. No problem.
That sounds like a great work environment. People stay a long time, right?
Our initial Dave Rice, my engineer, our on-air guys, interns come and go because we screw with them a lot, fart in their faces, and we have a thing called a fart bucket, and it's a Home Depot 5-gallon bucket, and what we do is there's a hole drilled in the side, enough for somebody to lay down on the ground and stick their head in facing up, okay? And anytime anybody's got a fart, like Spice Boy, we say, fart, fart, fart. Well, then the lowest-ranking intern has to go, lay on the ground, and put his head in the bucket, and then Spice or whomever, Spice farts the most, pulls his pants down, bare-assed, sits on the bucket, and farts in the guy's face.
God, that sounds disgusting.
So it's cool. Like, this is the sounder. If somebody has to fart, then you go.
Fart validation required.
So it's called a fart validation. So we have to validate it, and then we have a little hole where you stick the microphone in, and we mic it up.
God.
So as cool as an environment as we have with regards to getting high and watching porn, sometimes you got to get farted on and stuff like that.
Is that the contract?
And yet, Brent, Shaquille O'Neal has his own reality show, and they won't even sniff about giving us our own reality show.
I think because I don't know what it is.
No, because you know why?
Oh,
the reality guys came down last week. They talked to my agent, and they're like, okay, well, we want Bubba to do these kind of bits. And Tom Bean stopped him and said, Bubba doesn't do bits. You guys can follow him around. He's insane. You can follow him around to the racetrack. His big-breasted wife. He beats the crap out of people. He changes his mind 20 times a day. He's irritable. He's like a modern-day Ralph Cramden.
You're a walking bit.
But he's not. You're not going to tell him that he has to walk down the hallway and find a piece of dog turd and flip out an intern, because it will happen. But you can't tell him that. And they're like, oh. We can't tell. No, you can't storyboard Bubba, ass wipes. You can't storyboard me, son of a bitch. Get out of here.
Yeah. So you're not doing it, huh?
No, because every one of them wants to score the script.
They want to storyboard it. Be like, okay, Bubba, you're going to walk in the studio, and then this particular intern's going to act like, he did something wrong, and then you're going to flip out on him, and then you're going to, kick him out, and then he's going to have to go do a car wash. Just stupid stuff.
Yeah, but who cares? I mean, in the end, you're going to have control, because you can control what you say on the air.
No, but in the end, I can't control some stupid storyboard they write for me. Then on the day they come down here with all the production costs, and I tell them that they're a bunch of idiots, and they're a bunch of nerds, and a bunch of fags, and get out of my life, then, we're going to be on the hook, Brett, for having signed the contract, and we owe them this many weeks of shooting, and I'll be miserable. Meanwhile, if we had that meeting prior and say, listen, guys, I will flip out on you. Tell your cameramen if they piss me off, I'm going to tell them to leave me alone. I do carry a wiffle ball bat. I will hit them. That pretty much scares any TV people away real fast.
Meanwhile, if you just keep rolling and get all that on tape, that's the good stuff.
Right.
So, I mean, what kind of money is there in this?
Oh, not much. The first year they get you for nothing, and then if you do well on the first year, then there's money in the second year. But you virtually got to do it for almost free the first year.
I think if we
seriously,
I think if we wait longer, I think that our dollar amount's going to go up.
Who cares? I want to be the anti-TV reality show. I want to be the anti-reality show.
Yeah, Artie just turned down. Just told him no.
Good for Artie.
Artie said, I don't think it's interesting enough. I really don't.
Good for Artie.
Who, Artie Lang did?
Yeah, he had a network.
Did you know Artie makes $150,000 a night doing stand-up for 90 minutes?
No way.
Oh, Tucker, lock it in, bitch. Swear on your kid's eyeballs. Yes.
That's amazing.
$150,000, and he'll do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday gig. He'll pull in $400,000 over the weekend.
It's like when Manson and I went to see Bill Maher, we did the math in our head because it was just him and we knew the ticket prices. We figured it out to be about $225,000 for him after everything.
Yeah, Bill Maher pulls in $250,000 a night because he has no handlers, nothing. It's Bill Maher with a wooden stool and a glass and a bottle of water and a microphone. Yeah,
that's it.
Boy, that is really unbelievable.
So
Artie Lang, though, he seems like a really good guy. I've always liked him.
You know what Artie is? Artie's one of us, man. He's a regular guy. Artie's one of us. He's
funny as hell, too. Have you talked to him about what happened with Joe Buck? What he did to Joe Buck?
I've not talked to him since, but I think that HBO, I mean, you know what? Joe Buck's trying to have the best of both worlds. One, if you're on HBO, if you're on that stage, you can't be a pussy. You got to bring it, kid. It's a subscription-based deal. And he's trying to pander to still be a play-by-play guy and a warm and fuzzy guy for Fox, but yet he's trying to be, hardcore HBO. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Yeah, if you're going to be on it, you got to bring it. If you're going to be on HBO, you got to bring it. If you're going to bring Artie Lang in there on HBO, you got to be ready for that.
You're one of the very few guys that can be a tweener. I mean, you're really a man's man out topless fly fishing, picking up whores with Mexican servants. But then you get on the air and you act all conservative and like you love Jesus. But we know how it is, really.
I am like the straightest, dorkiest guy in America now. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm off the candy bars. I mean, literally, I don't eat candy bars.
You don't drink and you don't smoke now. You used to be a modern-day fiend, whiskey guzzling, 3-pack a day smoking son of a bitch, and then you put on a bow tie and thought it all went away back in the day.
No.
Brent, true or false? Hi, I'm a real sicko. I've smoked 2 packs of Marlboro Reds. I'm swiggling some Southern Comfort, but let me put on this bow tie, fix my hair like it's Scott Baio, and I'm going to act like I love Jesus.
I tell you that right now, if Tucker was not married with kids, he would be hanging out with us in the studio all the time.
With bitches, yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
Tucker, am I?
I gotta come down there. I never get to Tampa.
Man, you'd love it. Do you not think that I'm right on that? Back in the day,
he's got a leather zipper mask in his closet. Yeah, for sure.
He's got a leather zipper mask with a bondage rack, and then he puts on a bow tie and loves Jesus.
Well, see, the bow tie and the loving Jesus and being conservative on TV pays.
Yeah. I'd put a bow tie on and love Jesus if it paid me as much money as Tucker's made over the years, the son of a bitch. Hanging out.
You guys having a tough year financially?
No, we're doing fine. We're killing it, please.
That's pretty good, because I know a lot of people in trouble this year. Whoa.
Yeah, well, we don't, we live in Tampa, man. I mean, it's not that big a deal.
Right. The strip, I mean, there's no cover at the strip bars?
No, we get in for free. We're VIP everywhere we go. But, I mean, we don't have a lot of expensive habits. I mean, we really don't do much. We don't have any time to do much. We're not out getting $80,000 per talk session like you, my friend. If we made your kind of money, we'd burn ours, buddy.
Wait. So let me just get this straight. So when you go to wherever, the Fuzzy Grape or whatever the strip bar is in Tampa, one of the many strip bars, do you guys get like free access to the champagne room?
Absolutely. Anything I want. Free bitches,
wow.
Free drinks, free bitches, free in the back. Put me in the back of the VIP room where there's no cameras. Lock the door. Put a bouncer up in front. Give me armed security personnel. It doesn't matter.
I'm impressed.
You come out